Hello everybody, today we're going to be looking at the 2019 Subaru STI S209 or 209, and as you can imagine we're going to be mounting the body kit on this car and do some engine upgrades as well, and I can only tell you that much, it's just going to look phenomenal and will sound absolutely great. Having said that, just lay back and enjoy the video. So at the moment the car is completely stock and we're driving it down to the festival, the main festival site. And yeah, let's check out what modifications we can do to this car. I mean, it already sounds pretty great with the boxer engine this car has. And also, yeah, pulls quite nicely. Yeah. Also in the corners behaves pretty well for that. Is, yeah, I would say more of a rally car. But yeah, let's see what upgrades they're available. So after now trying all those engines, personally the original one sounds pretty nicely, but also the V8 didn't sound too bad, so I think currently we keep the original, and yeah, eventually later we're then gonna put in the V8. But let's now see what body kit there is. God damn, the Varis Widebody Kit. This looks absolutely stunning. Also check the exhausts out and the skirts on the side. It just looks absolutely stunning. But yeah, let's look again at the engines to see again which one really sounds best. But as you see, I wasn't really happy with the stock engine, so yeah, we went now with the V8 and it just sounds brutal, this car. I don't know what you guys think, if this is a crime swapping a V8 into a Subaru, but personally it sounds tiny bit better, just a bit more aggressive, especially now with this new body kit. But yeah, let's check out real quick the spoilers that we can choose from. I was pretty much surprised to see all the variety Forza included now, especially also with the wheel on top. But yeah, I then decided myself for the Varis spoiler because I think it just matches with the body kit. But now let's move on to the engine modifications. So now we're really trying to max out the power of the car. We're switching out air intake, fuel system, exhaust, basically everything available here to us. And yeah, really try to get max power out of this engine, even though that doesn't mean everything when it comes to the performance of the car. And yeah, I think overall we end up with something a bit over 1000 horsepower in that Subaru. I think it's 1015 horsepower, which is, yeah, pretty strong for a rally car. So now we're basically gonna be playing around with anything but the performance. We're gonna adjust the weight as we just did. Also gonna look at the transmission, tires, etc to really transform the power we just put into this car onto the road. But in the next step we're gonna be looking at the paint job of this car. For this one in particular, I decided to go for a white, it's a very, I would say, Arctic white, but it really makes the car look very sleek, especially with some carbon detail. And yeah, it's also cool to see a bit the mud on the car. So now we take our modified car for its first spin. already sounds great. I've already heard that a couple of times before in the garage, but just check it out, how this car pulls forward. It's even more extreme than stock, obviously, but also I think the color looks great with the carbon details. So we're on the way down to the beach, but first we're driving here through the speed zone. Of course, we're not gonna reach hypercar or supercar velocities right here, but I think the car handles pretty well. For that, I didn't really make any additional adjustments to the tune. But yeah, in the next step, we're gonna climb up that mountain to basically see how this car is doing off-road. So far we hardly have wheel spin, but let's check it out. How's he doing right here? And I do have to say, this Subaru really climbed this mountain rather smoothly, and especially now that we can enjoy some nice views over the coast of Mexico down there, and with such a beautiful car on top. And yeah, in the next step we're going to be taking the car down to the beach and afterwards right to the highway to see what velocity we can perform with the car. So now after this short beach sequence, which honestly the Subaru really performed well, we're taking it now on the highway, and also here we really easily reach 300 kilometers an hour, and also the grip again is really nice of this car. And something that is still bugging me a bit, there's literally no traffic in this game. Well, there was a car right there, but compared to Forza Horizon 4, there's just absolutely no traffic. I remember really swerving around the traffic in Forza Horizon 4, and here really I can just put pedal to the metal and yeah, nothing really ever happens with the traffic. But yeah, I would like to leave the video right here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you really enjoyed the video, and see you next time.